Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from. And real quick before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' constant generosity and support to me as always. It really means a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. And if you guys are actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, loyalty crown badges, you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember, that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now, it's truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help, so thank you guys so much. And for today's video, we got some interesting topics to talk about, especially if you see the title of the video. First things first, we weren't the only ones that had patch notes coming for Nikke. CN also had their own in the form of a summer livestream, which was pretty cool. There are some interesting things that I want to talk about that I just found interesting. Not really doom posting, so please don't take it from that perspective. I just find it interesting and cool. That's it. Following that though, we did get the Rapi voting, which is cool. I want to talk about it and give my personal opinion and get the voting started. So, two topics to cover. So with all that yapping out the way, let me scoot on over and let's put it on screen right here. And as always, right now we're looking at some major screen caps that I found interesting from the BeeBee livestream. And first things first, they are getting the original bunny duo coming up. They are getting a free copy of Noir alongside the banner for Blanc, which I find interesting. But not only that, alongside that freebie for Noir, we're also getting the Liberation. So they're going to get Quincy, Sin, and Guilty. The Liberation system, unfortunately, has not changed at all since then, which is really unfortunate. It's still really, really dog shit. So unfortunately, CN is going to have to deal with that. I'm sorry. It's literally dusted away and abandoned right now until they figure out what they want to do with it. But I have a feeling that they are doing a lot of these like free Nikkes right now because they are going to have a pretty rough summer. And the way that they're doing summer is I think it's going to be 4 banners at once. They're going to be getting Summer Anise, Summer Helm, and then they are going to be getting Summer Mary and Summer Neon. And what I find interesting that you can already see is that they're not censored. And I have a feeling it's because there is a downward trend right now in CN Nikke from the revenue perspective. Now, I don't like to believe in the gacha revenue, even they say to take it with a grain of salt, but I do think that it's pretty believable in terms of trends. And CN Nikke is going in a downward trend. And I think some of that has to do with just kind of the direction that the game is going right now, especially for CN. Like, yes, it's technically not censored if you're on PC, but the unfortunate aspect is that majority of players, especially for gacha games, are on mobile. So you can't really decensor Nikke in CN on mobile. And due to that downward trend, I have a feeling that they're trying to do like, you know, just do fan service, try to get that revenue back up, deal with it, and go from there. And maybe just kind of lighten up on the censorship. I don't know. None of this is confirmed by any means. Don't think this is just an assumption from my dumb self, but I just thought it was interesting. But what I did find interesting from this live stream is that they actually showed off a new event with 2 Nikkes that we have not seen yet, which look amazing. Big booty, whoever this is right here, looking really, really good. We don't know who they are, anything like that. We just know their physique, which is crazy. Looks really good. They look cool. So can't wait to see who they are. And the girl in the front is insane. Now, big booba, big thighs, muscle. I see it right there with her legs, and her chest looks insane. Missilus on her leg. So I wonder who this is. In the background, you can see a cool Robo Dog, which is great. It's like, other than Volt, this is like the evil version, which is funny, but looks insane. And I think this is kind of interesting that they are going to be getting some events first. And I have a feeling it's because they want to try to throw them a bone with everything, especially for being delayed 3 years, right? Now, I personally don't find a problem with it because honestly, at this point, we have our own schedule. We have all the reruns. We already know we're getting a bunny event. So at this point, just knowing about the future is at least somewhat great. The first time that I can really say that, especially since Global is technically ahead. So the fact that we'll be able to see some stuff early is interesting. Maybe we get to see the kit, see how they look, see all the models and stuff. I think it's fine. I honestly doubt these will be exclusive, so if I see any clickbait or any comments about it, I really wouldn't worry about it. I don't think they're gonna pull that stupid stunt again. Now, I can be wrong because Shift Up can obviously be stupid, but after everything and seeing all the backlash, I highly doubt it's going to be exclusive. I really do doubt it. If it's wrong, put me up on a cross if I'm wrong. Alright, my fault. But I think that we are going to be getting these in the future. So I'm going to try to avoid the story aspect because I want to find that out myself. But I will be covering if like they show off the models and the kit and stuff. Promise I will talk about that. They're also getting the Stellar Blade collab, which is pretty cool. I wonder whenever that runs if we're gonna have to get a rerun of that. I don't know, but I just found it interesting. But with all that out the way, we can finally move on to talking about the Rapi costume poll. Rapi Red Hood costume voting begins. Once again, congratulations to Rapi Red Hood for winning first place in the Nikke Global Popularity Poll number 3. We will be creating a special costume to be gifted to all commanders. Head over to the event webpage, vote for your favorite plan, share your voting results on social media to receive 1 recruit voucher. We will begin production for the top 1 plan after the end of the event. This ends on the 24th, and you may only vote once. The number of votes will be refreshed daily. So the fact that you can only vote once is interesting. So they're not kind of having like the spam every day kind of thing. So I wonder if this is their way to try to like just finalize a certain costume easier. So that's cool. So I actually already have it open and stuff and logged in, obviously, so you don't see any of my credentials. So let's get to voting. Let's talk about them. So there is Design A right here. The costume design illustrations are merely conceptual. Sketches in development and may differ from the final version. I do think this one's really cute. Honestly, I really do like Design A a lot. It looks really cute. I can imagine it would have some good fan service as well. Design B, I personally really like, and I understand if some don't because it looks very similar to Modernia's. But I do think this one looks really great, just wearing the commander's shirt, the tie like that, kind of really fuck with it a lot. We get some good fan service. I think it's amazing. Interesting that they both have a yes pillow. So really wonder how that's going to go. For me, I'm hoping this finally ties the knot between Rapi teasing the commander with having like the whole like sex stuff. So we can get over the whole like hand holding is like the farthest she'll go. So for me, I'm probably going to be voting this one. And Design C, I'm sorry, put me on a cross. This is the laziest thing that they've fucking done. I'm going to be 100%. This is so lazy because all you're doing is putting a somewhat different version, not even somewhat different, because all they're doing is doing like the red coat, but it's the same outfit for Red Hood. And I think that's really fucking lazy. I'm sorry. If you want fan service, that's fine. Go use Red Hood. To me, this looks like shit because this is lazy. I feel like people are going to see it and see Booba and then instantly vote for it. Sorry, that's not me. I'm going to vote Design B. That is my choice. And I'll take anything. If you vote for the pajamas, I respect it. Honestly, I'll go for that as well. Because as long as it's not the Red Hood, I'm good. I'm honestly happy with either. And I probably upset some people right there, but I'm sorry. But hey, man, sometimes I gotta call it out. That shit looks lazy and boring as fuck. So do let me know what your guys' thoughts are on everything in regards to the CN stuff. Your thoughts on the CN Nikkes from the little teasers that we saw. How do you feel about it? Like I said, for me, I really don't care. I don't want to make drama or doom post. I think it's fine, as I think we're going to get it eventually. And do let me know which you voted for down below. I am interested to know what your guys' thoughts are on all the outfits. Which one you're voting for, let me know. That's going to be it for me. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night wherever you're from. And as always, thank you so much for the constant support. Take care and have a good one.